I'm Matthew Bakker. I'm an assistant professor in microbiology in the Faculty of Science. So I study Fusarium, which is a fungus that causes a disease of crops like wheat and barley, and also it can cause a disease on corn. And we're aiming to understand this fungus from lots of different angles, ultimately to provide better methods of controlling it. Fusarium causes a lot of problems for farmers. It's an economically important disease in Manitoba. And so we're really trying to serve the agricultural industry by addressing a problem that they've struggled with. So in years when the weather is conducive to the growth of this fungus, we can have epidemics of Fusarium head blight, which can really cause a lot of devastation to wheat and barley. And in fact, this disease is really one of the reasons why barley and durum and wheat production are all moving to the west into drier climates, because in our fairly moist summers, it can be too much of a problem that farmers have just stopped growing some of those crops. The problem is not just that farmers harvest less grain, which would be the case in most diseases. In Fusarium head blight, farmers can harvest their grain and then not be able to sell it because it's become contaminated with a toxin that the fungus produces. And that's what distinguishes this disease from most others. So we have an angle of research that asks, can we preserve some of the value of that contaminated grain by developing technologies to remove the toxins that the fungus has left there? So we're prospecting for other microbial enzymes that might be able to break apart this toxin and could potentially save the value of some of that contaminated grain. We do have support from the Manitoba Crop Alliance. We also have support from the Saskatchewan barley growers. And then the support from these groups also provides funding that allows the research to happen. One of the things that I am particularly looking for is partners in industry who might be able to take some of our discoveries and develop them further into technologies that could go out into the economy and do good things. Breaking down these toxins that Fusarium leaves in the grain as a contaminant, that's a concept that I think could be commercialized into really useful technologies where we could produce additives for animal feeds that would protect our livestock against the negative effects of these toxins, or that might be able to integrate into biofuel production or ethanol production so that the byproducts of those processes continue to be valuable and to be useful and to be safe to use as animal feeds. But for that extension into sort of application and use, we really need partners from industry who have those tools and that expertise.